Hello, and very happy to see you on my channel. This video, we give you a piece of breaking news from National Enquirer. Prince Harry worried about his future ruined by Meghan Markle. When Harry and his wife decided not to be supported by the British royal family, they had $42 million between them. That is a lot of money if you live like a normal person, or if you are working hard and bringing in a lot of money. However, Harry and Meghan are not living frugally, and neither of them is making much money, nor do they have much earning potential. A source revealed Harry does not get it. He needs to stop talking to people on how he could be super rich and learn to follow a budget instead. He needs to take some classes on it, but Harry wants the easy way out of trouble and of conflict. He is finding life to be more complicated and more stressful outside of the palace walls, where before everything was done for him, provided for him, and scheduled for him. He had an easy life in the past. But the future looks so grim and barren. The source continues, needless to say, he is especially worried about finding a job with a paycheck without a workable resume. His wife wants him to work, but he has no visa yet. The pressure is on him, as the man of the house, to get a job. If they had a reliable money source, then the other worries like housing, clothes, childcare, healthcare, food, security, and charities would be less of a burden. However, no one is hiring due to the pandemic. The job market is tight. His financial needs are more than what he is receiving from his dad and from the taxpayers. He is passively sitting around, following his wife around and posing for pictures. That does not look good either to potential employers. He is broadcasting his worries by how he presents himself in public. He worries about his future. It shows. Therefore, he needs to perfect the stiff upper lip and carry on with his life. Isn't it what every employer wants? On the other hand, Meghan Markle, who has almost no earning potential. She hasn't had a role in anything since Suits ended, and she was not a star nor making a lot of money on that show. She's got a shockingly mediocre presence on social media, so she's not likely to be an influencer. On social media, she's also extremely unliked in England, which doesn't make her any better for any company looking for a new face. The source, also a friend, said, "I don't think Prince Harry and Meghan will be a successful couple in the US, at least not at this time. People in Hollywood will want to meet and work with Prince Harry, but they will not be interested in working with Meghan. Meghan has shown her true colors, and producers and directors here will not put up with her diva attitudes and demands, and this is going to pose a big problem for them. Because Meghan has not yet mastered the art of working with people, instigates arguments, and doesn't show respect for others or those who are her superiors. No one here will be interested in offering her anything. She believes that Prince Harry is her ticket to fame and fortune, but she wants it on her terms and is only using him to open doors for her, which she will, because people will want to meet him. But there's a saying here, someone you know may get you in the door, but you will have to earn your right to stay." Previously, a source said, Meghan wants and has demanded that she only receives A-list scripts, so A-list directors will want to work with her. But she's simply not an A-list actress here, and major directors are not going to hire her just because she's married to Prince Harry. Doing a voiceover about elephants for Disney is a documentary. It's not a movie or a recurring series. It was a one-time part. An insider revealed, because of the pandemic, movie studios are doing everything they can to scale down on the number of actors they use, and even crew members, because the money is just not coming in right now. They're in survival mode, and they're only going to work with a few established actors they know and trust to bring the money in, and Meghan would not be on their list, even if her prince flew here on his magic carpet. This source whispers, "I could see Meghan possibly working on one of the soaps, but that will not bring her the stardom she seems to crave, and no one is going to give in to her demands. So right now, her prospects are going to be slim to none. They might be invited to special premieres or exclusive parties, but everyone will want to talk to Prince Harry, and that is the only one that's going to set Meghan off when it happens. The invitations will dry up quickly." Meanwhile, Oprah Winfrey plans to work with Prince Harry on a mental health project, but that will not include Meghan. If Oprah were to refer Meghan for a job, and Meghan's self-entitled attitude rears its ugly head and she doesn't heed Oprah's advice in getting along with people, Oprah would continue her relationship with Prince Harry, but would most likely distance herself from them publicly, because Oprah's allegiance is to herself and her company first, and she will not allow her good name to be dragged through the mud because of Meghan's childish antics, and no one controls Oprah, not even a prince. Back to Prince Harry himself. He is not in a good place right now by his own admission. He's a fish out of water here and doesn't understand American culture, which is directly opposite of British culture. So he only knows one thing to do: talk about his mother's death and how it has affected him. However, a friend sadly said, while it may gain him some sympathy for a while, and Americans are very sympathetic and willing to listen, if he doesn't get some serious help from a trauma expert, people will be tired of his sad story and they won't be interested in hearing it over and over again. Americans want success stories, not ever-ending sad ones. Finally, as far as them considering themselves influencers and a force for global change, they will have to clean their own house first before telling people in the US how they should live their lives, since they have repeatedly made bad choices without considering the consequences of their actions and have hurt people in the process. It will fare far better for them if they simply share their experiences and what they have learned from them, especially if they are looking to get paid for speaking engagements. Americans are very friendly and open to shared experiences, but also very independent and won't be told what to do. So if Prince Harry and Meghan want to develop a following here, they will need to first get their own lives in order and start making good choices. Then people here will be more receptive to them. Their book, coming out in August, could be a game changer for them, for better or worse. So we will have to wait and see how Americans react to it. Meghan, unfortunately, got Prince Harry to move here under false pretenses. In fact, she outright lied to him if she told him they would be safer here than in England, and that they would have the privacy they want. This is the paparazzi center of the world, and they have already had drones flying just 20 feet above them, and they will be hounded by the paparazzi wherever they go, unlike anything Prince Harry has experienced in England. There is no such thing as making agreements with the press here, like was done for Prince William and Harry growing up, and Prince Harry and Meghan cannot tell the press what to do or what to write. But they are respectful. The tabloids, however, are altogether monsters, and they will have a field day with them, and Meghan knows this full well. So she sold Prince Harry a bill of goods that this was going to be a better life than in England, and he's going to be miserable. As far as their foundation and charity work, they registered their foundation in Arizona, one of our states, which has very little limitations on them and few checks and balances in regulating what they do with the money they receive in donations. So their motivation to help others through donations seems a little bit suspicious to people, which could damage their credibility here. It would be wise for them to set up to automatically channel the donations directly to their charities. If they are found to be dishonest and using the donations for their own personal use, they will be finished here. No exceptions, no questions asked. They do have the right to put their names on whatever they want and sell them, not for donations, if they can. Celebrities here do it all the time and they make tons of money, so more power to them if that's how they wish to make money. What we do understand is with Harry and his father funding them, why are they living in a borrowed house? There is nothing holding them back from buying a house. They are free to look and have private showings, so they won't have to interact with anyone, and as long as they wear their face masks, they're not at any health risk. So we're wondering what's keeping them from finding a home where they could at least wait out the pandemic in a calm and secluded neighborhood with trees that would protect them from the roving eyes of the drones. Whatever is in store for them, I don't think it's what Prince Harry expected, and not what he wanted his life to be. But only time will tell, and I'm sure that's why your queen, in her wisdom, gave them a year to see how their plans are going to play out. So, we are waiting to see what they're going to do next. My news today is ended. How do you feel about it? Please let me know in the comment section below so we can discuss together. If you feel comfortable with my video, remember to like it and share it with anyone you think might also be interested. And subscribe to our channel in order to not miss any new news on Meghan and Harry. That's all for today, and have a good night.
A happy family is crystallized by two people. In the case of a builder and a vandal, the result is always nil. Harry is a good, friendly guy from the past. Currently, he is under the control of Meghan's words and actions. Harry felt sorry, thinking he was the second version of Meghan, and did not show the dignity he had. Meghan had a complicated relationship before connecting with Harry. That's not why you two are in this situation. The reason I thought it was partly because Harry was too easy on Meghan, led a rebel. Meghan was taught morality as a human being, but she forgot about herself being taught earlier.